and today we're going to be exploring some water play. So I'll show you the water play that I have here to give you some ideas that you can do with your children at home. Okay everyone, so this is my water bin. When using a water bin, you can basically use anything. If you have those aluminum trays that you put food in, you can use that. You can use any kind of a big Tupperware that goes in deep. I have this container here. It's pretty deep. So I put in some water. You don't want to fill it up to the top. It's going to create a big mess. So you just want to fill it up maybe a little less than half of water in there, maybe like a third of water. And if you want your water to be colored, you could put in some food coloring so that you have some colored water. I don't have any on hand, but if you have glitter from like a tube, like a huge cylinder like this big, you could sprinkle in some glitter if you have that on hand. I don't have that on hand, but if you have it, that'll work well. If you have some essential oils, you can put in a couple of drops of essential oils in here so that the water smells good, and it could be nice and relaxing when your kids breathe that in. If you put in some lavender, that's very calming. A lot of the boys and girls in our classroom, they love to play with the water table. They love to play with the sand table. And some of them do have little water bins that we make for their sensory time in their areas. So some of the things that I have here, you can use dried beans. I have here some dried beans in here. And this can also double as a nice counting activity. You can create a game. So here are my dried beans, and I'm just going to pour them in there with this container. You can use a container to kind of scoop and create a game and say, okay, let's see how many we can scoop. If you have, two of these, your child and yourself or with another adult or with a sibling can enjoy playing a game with the beans in here. I have some rice here. If you want, you can even color the rice. You could put in some food coloring so it's not this plain white color. This way when you put it into the water, it can kind of stand out. But I didn't do that, but you can also use some rice. And you can also use this cup too for counting. The rice is good here for kind of like some texture feeling. Because like I said, the water table is very good for sensory play and for fine motor skills play. You can use any toys that you have around the house. I have some toy cars here from when my son was little. I'm just gonna put in a bunch in there. I have like these little pliers. Some more of this. I have a ball. These balls are fun. I have this, it expands. Put that in there. What else? You can even put in marbles. So I have these. These aren't marbles, but you can use marbles. These are like little stone rocks. You can use these as counting, have the kids search, have them look for the marbles or these pebbles. They can look for it, and they're different colors, so you can look for it by like color, like find all the blue ones, find all the green ones, find all the clear ones, and make it into a fun game. If you have coins, you can put in coins in there. Again, that's a nice little activity to have your kids search for coins. Let me get some. I have pennies, but if you have like a variety of coins, you can do that too. Just put that in there. If you have Legos, you could put Legos. I'm not going to put Legos, but if you do have Legos, you can put that in there. If you have like the bigger Legos, because these are small ones. These Legos that I have are small. But if you have big Legos, you can put that in. If you have foam numbers or foam letters, you can also put that in here. If you have those water beads, if you leave them in a tub of water, they kind of like double and triple in size. Those are also fun to play with, those water bubbles. And so I have silicone cupcake liners. You can use those to kind of like try and scoop. So you can, I don't know, they float, but I got here a penny and the beads. And if you also have beads too, you can put them in here. Let's see. I'm gonna use this. So like I said, you can play a game. You can say, okay, find all the pennies, and you can try and get the pennies in here. Get some beans in here. Let's see how many beans I have. And they can count the beans, so you can count and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 beans, and you can have the kids count them. You know, kids enjoy this and play with this, and they can squeeze you know, these little squeegee balls. This is a nice textured ball, good for sensory. And they could pretend to play with their little cars. If you have droppers, the little droppers are good too, because they can get like water and then start dropping them into the water. So these are some things that you can do with your water table. And I am going to show you a little game that you can play with your water table here. I have my son here. He's going to help me out with a game. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, down where they can't see you.
Hi.
All right, awesome. Okay, so I have these little plastic cups, and I have these little plastic containers. And with these containers, we're going to use to scoop. And we're going to scoop, let's see, because I have here marbles, I have here pennies, and I also have beans, and I also have the rice, which is hard to find in here, but that's okay. So let's make this a little bit challenging. Let's only pick beans. That's it. Okay? So we're going to scoop. And I put other things in here that float to be as distractors in here. Maybe I should put more in there. More distractors. And we're going to scoop the water out. And I'm going to take, oh look, see I got some grains of rice. I'm only going to take the beans. And I'm going to put them into my cup here. And then I'm going to start over again and scoop. To see how many we can get. And then we can count and we can see who wins. Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to start our game. We've set a timer here for 1 minute. Okay. Ready, set, go. Oh, that's our timer. Down, down, down. Everything that you have in there down. All right, let's see. Show them your cup and show them. I'll show my cup. So this is my cup, and then show them your cup. That's his cup right here. Look. Who do you think has more? All right. Oh, stop your timer. All right, so let's count. So I'm going to count mine. Oh, one of mine fell in there. So I'm gonna count 1, 2, and you can have your kids do the counting. 3, 4, 5. Four, 25. I have 25 beans in this cup. How many beans do you have, Jaden, in this cup?
42.
42? Oh my goodness. He went to town there. All right, well, congratulations. He won. And so I did this with the beans, but you can even do this with the money. And then, you know, the kids, they can keep the money. I'm sure they'll be happy about that. They have money. They could put it in their piggy banks and save that up. So this is just some fun water activity. I hope you do this at home with your child. I'm sure they will love to do this. An activity like this, you can do it outside when it's sunny, or you can do it indoors when it's cloudy and rainy, just to keep your child occupied and have some fun. Okay, bye-bye everyone. See you all soon.